Today on Spellz, you'll need a deck of cards and a coin. Get ready to have some fun.
Coming soon to an episode of Spellz on a TV near you. Aces are wild. He was a rebel magician, and she was the groovy assistant. Together, they taught kids how to make magic with a deck of cards, and their aces were wild.
How many cards you got?
52, but I only need 4.
Why is that, Daddy-o?
Because the aces are wild.
They had 52 cards.
You have 52 cards. Why can't you use them all on your tricks like Johnny from across the road?
Oh, Ma, Johnny's square, but the aces are wild.
You ready to do some tricks with the aces?
Sure am. Let's make some magic. Bridget, I don't mean to alarm you, but I'm a little afraid I'm losing my magic touch. I think I might be. Can you help me out here?
Sure.
I want to make sure here. Give the cards a cut. Go ahead. Cut them wherever you want. Give them a cut. Let's see here. Let's see if I can do this. I'm hoping right about... Let's see. Yes, an ace. Good. Well, let's see. Give him another cut. Let's see. I got one. I'm hoping now maybe I can... right about there. I'm hoping... Yes, that's 2. Let's see. I'm halfway there. Let's see. Give another cut. Let's see. Why don't you give him 2 cuts? Give him 2 cuts, okay? I know, I'm feeling pretty confident. Let's see if I can do this now. Maybe right about there. I'm hoping. That's 3. Okay, last one. Give the cards a cut. Go ahead.
All right.
Okay, drum roll. I'm hoping. I got 1. I got 2. I got 3, and I think right about there, that's all. 4. Here is how you do it. You need a deck of cards, of course, with the 4 aces, helps for sure, and a coin. And with the coin, you're going to use a very old technique called coin crimping. I put the coin on top of the card, and I'm going to bend the card around the whole edge of the coin. What this is going to give me is a little bend in the middle of the card. There it is right there. So now with that crimp, I can have that on the bottom of the pack, have the 4 aces on top of the deck, and go ahead, you cut the cards. When Bridget cuts the cards, it puts the 4 aces and the crimped card together in the middle of the deck. And if I'm very gentle, if I come over and I try to gently cut the cards, I'm going to cut right to that crimped card and cut to an ace. So that no matter how many times she cuts the deck, as long as I'm gentle, I'll always be able to cut to the crimped card and yet another ace.
Therefore, the trigonometric principles of Vanderbilt should never be confused with the tragicomic plays of Vanderslaan, although it has been known to happen. Mr. Sankey. Mr. Sankey.
Yeah?
Were you sleeping in my class again?
Yeah, I'm a rebel. I'm a tired rebel.
Mr. Sankey, do you know what I'm going to do?
What's that, Miss Hall?
I'm going to tell you a rather amusing story about a sleepy magician. Born in 1873, Nate Lepsig's card skills were breathtaking. Some of the richest families of the time would hire him for private shows. One of his most memorable private performances was a show that never happened. While in London, Nate was asked to perform at Alfred Vanderbilt's mansion. Vanderbilt was a very, very rich man. While waiting, Nate sat down to a feast laid out on the table and helped himself to a few sandwiches, and then a few more. Then he sat down and waited, and waited. until he fell asleep. Finally, at 2 o'clock in the morning, Mr. Vanderbilt's butler charged into the room and cried, "There you are! I forgot where I put you, and now all the guests have left."
Wow, what a great movie. Miss Hall, Miss Hall? Miss Hall? Hey, Bridget,
Yeah?
how would you like to meet 4 friends of mine?
Sure.
Say hi. They are the acrobatic aces. Now, these 4 aces can do some pretty amazing things. Watch. There's ace number 1, ace number 2, ace number 3, ace number 4. Watch this one. It's gonna jump from the bottom right up to the top of the deck. Ace number 2, I put him right up on top, and then he's gonna fall right to the bottom. Ace number 3, gonna put him in the very middle of the pack, upside down. He's upside down, but look, not only can he jump to the top, he can jump to the top and turn himself right over. The last ace, slip him right in the middle. Don't take your eyes off him. He's gonna do his favorite trick, which is to turn over right in the middle of the deck. There you have it, the 4 acrobatic aces. Here is how you do it. It looks like we use 4 aces, and we do, but we use a 5th card. Can be any card. Let's say the 10 of hearts, for example. It starts hidden underneath the 4 aces.
Okay.
In fact, that's why we spread them out like this to start. Because if we hold the fingers here and the thumb here, we can then show the 4 aces, and this other card stays hidden. Okay? So we go, hey, we got the 4 aces. We square them on the table, put them on top. Now, when I deal them on the table, everyone thinks there go the 4 aces, but actually, it's 3 aces and this other card. Okay? I put the deck on top of this one, snap my fingers, and the first piece of magic just seems to work by itself. Take this one, put it on top, boom, down like that. There's the next ace, ace number 2. This one, put in the middle here, in this case, it's the ace of clubs. It goes in. Turn the deck over, snap your fingers, and turn that one. And for this last one, again, we don't show that one.
Right.
The last one goes in. It's always nice to get somebody else involved. Maybe say, wave your hand. They do. You spread through, showing the 4th and final ace. And just in case someone thinks maybe there are other aces in the pack, you can always spread through to show them that only 4 aces were used. One of the keys to this trick is rhythm. It's kind of the flow in which you go from one ace to the other. You have to balance it between making sure that each ace has its own magic moment. Kind of in your head you say, ta-da, but at the same time, you want to make sure that it sort of builds. The drama goes from one to the other to the other. So in that way, this trick is not only a great magic trick, it's also a great way to practice your own sense of tempo or timing as a magician. So Bridget, what do you have for us today?
Well, today I actually have some magic picture frames. These are great as presents to your mom or dad, or even just you can put them in your room with like a picture of you at a performance or something. They're just great to have around. So what you're going to need is a picture frame. You can keep them plain like this, or this one actually has magic written on it, which I really like. I just use stickers for that. This one is the really decorated one. This one has all these colorful stars all over it, and then these little top hats that I found just along the top.
Now, how'd you get them to stick on the frame? With tape or glue?
Glue. I actually used glue for this. I find it looks a little neater. Or you can also just use some cardboard. This one just has a little bit of gold on it and black, but you can use whatever you have. And then here's a lovely picture I found of us.
Oh, there we are with the 3 of spades.
Good card.
My 4th favorite card.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna tape it in. And then once you have that, you can just decorate it. So pass the glue.
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I also have some glow-in-the-dark stars.
If you want to look at your photograph in the dark,
You never know.
you never know. Let me show you something with some marked cards. Now, these 4 cards are marked in the usual way with 4 J's on the front for 4 Jacks, but they're also marked on the backs. In this case, look, they're marked, this one's got an E, that one's got a C, this one's got an A, and that one's got an S. But if I move them around like this, look, I can spell aces, which makes sense since now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 aces.
Hey, Bridget, ever heard the joke about the cards?
No.
No big deal. Get it? Do
Very
you?
funny.
We'll see you next time.
I'm going to make these 2 paper clips join together by just simply tugging on this bill.